So what's up, guys? GotDave here. I was talking to one of the guys up at the rock store about bikes and gear and what I do, and I just kind of wanted to share what we were talking about because it was kind of interesting. And he goes, something, he just made a comment to me, something about, I don't know how you can afford, to have a new bike, And I told him, I go, dude, I don't know how you can afford to buy a used bike. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, well, you buy a used bike, dude, you got to come up with like $6 grand, or $8 grand, or what, you got to come up with some money. You got to pay it all at once. And then on top of that, you're getting an older bike that's going to need things. It's going to have maintenance issues. And because it's older, it's going to have like a valve adjustment coming up, and it's going to need a chain, and it's going to need this, it's going to need that, and next thing because it's more worn out compared to getting a brand new bike. And so I told him, I'm like, man, I see everyone buys new gear and used bikes, and they think that like that's the way to go somehow, that like they're saving money. And I go, dude, I go the opposite. I buy all my gear used, okay, or most all of it, as much as I can. I buy my gear used, and I buy my bikes new. That way I'm paying like half or maybe like a third of the price for my gear. I'm paying like $250 or $300 for like a $700-800 jacket right here. Stuff like that, it's like I couldn't afford to buy this nice of gear if I was buying it new. There's no way. But that's why I buy it used, is so I can get top-notch stuff at a fraction of the cost. And then I buy a new bike so I can ride as far as I want. I don't worry about the reliability. It's nice. Nobody else has owned this bike and done anything crazy to it or rode it for like a long time without changing the oil or anything. It's like I know exactly what has been done to this bike, and I'm nice to my bikes. I'll ride them fast, I'll ride them hard, but I'm nice to them, like I make sure that they're warmed up before I get on them, and I make sure that I change the oil when it needs it and stuff like that. Like I maintain my equipment. And to me, that is like the best combination of stuff is overall, like for motorcycling, is buy used gear and a new bike. Don't buy new gear and don't buy a used bike. That's just that's what I was talking to that guy about, so I figured I would share the conversation with you. And leave me a comment, let me know what you guys do. It's what do you think? Because honestly, like I don't have $6,000 or $8,000 to fork out all at once to buy a motorcycle. But I could make like $200 a month or $300 a month. I could pay the payments. So like I could afford to buy a bike like the RC8. It's like a $16,000 bike. To me that is like top notch. And there's no way that I would ever be able to come up with $16,000 and just be like, boom, here you go, here's $16,000, now give me that bike. There's no way that I'm ever going to be in that position. But I can make my payments, and I've got good credit, so I didn't have to put anything down. Like I got a $16,000 bike for $0 down. I just signed my name and rode it home. So to me, that's the way to go. That I really think is the way to go. So, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about all that. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.